and I coming in hot, just as hot as MVP and M19 are both coming in. Diaznaya, Vega coming into Sosnovka. We're sharing that a little bit, or at least this part of the map momentarily, with Gen G, who have, you know, in contrast to last game, a lot of help, so they won't have to come into the next circle, the first circle, so late.
Absolutely, and I like this move by Method here. You know, they fought for Pachinki, they fought the valiant fight, they won once, lost once, but now deciding instead to go all the way up to Zarki, and it's looking like a great decision given this first circle, which is now popped, and we're going back north, Cameron.
This first circle is popping, and it's not exactly like the first two games, but and so actually, depending on where the second circle goes, we could see a completely different area of the map played, but this is still not great for the two Sosnovka Island teams, especially. WTSG, though, Miraku driving in. Moleman is already here with the UMP. Method with a widespread 2 in Zarki, 1 North George, 1 South George. But Moleman, I don't know if he's been spotted out by Miraku just yet. He needs to play it super safe because he is alone by himself, potentially surrounded by 4 players.
And he does have that UMP already. We know how devastating that weapon can be at close range. Gaxi and Miraku, definitely, I'm not sure if they're aware of his presence just yet, but it looks like Moleman should be safe for now. Here we go in Pachinki, where 17 feeling great about their earlier performances in that area, winning that looting location for themselves, while Tainted Minds still taking the school and apartments.
Yeah, Tainted Minds had a good couple of games. A lot better, I think, than a lot of people were expecting them. It's not after yesterday, but also after what we've seen the last time this team has played in an international competition. The center area of the map that they're holding down is actually quite useful. Oh, I'm looking at Gaxi right now. He definitely knows that Moleman is there. He's holding an angle. They know that there is danger close.
Well, speaking of danger close, checking out Diaznaya, you have MVP 010 moving a little bit close there to the boys from M19. But here we are back in South George here as Moleman making his way through the back 6 apartments. But you can see WTSG is swarming. They are ready to take this fight. They want this kill. They want this 7 points.
Yeah, you had Vard swinging around the far west side, and then Gaxi coming in to join as well, running through the apartments, taking the direct route. Oh, I don't think he's spotted. He knows he's in one of these 6s.
Moleman definitely had to hear that door opening, though, so he is going to go ahead and maybe peek around this back side. WTSG needing every point that they can get at this point in the tournament. Probably sitting a little bit lower in the leaderboards than they'd like to be going into the halfway point.
Quite lower. But Moleman, he's jumping out the back. Vard actually walks away from that angle. This gives Moleman an opportunity to dive into the water and be safe, at least for now. If they know that he jumps into the water, he's going to be able to be safe. But no, he's actually just going to prone behind the rocks. This is going to force WTSG to waste a lot of time trying to clear this area. They may check the rocks and find him out, but he could also just get away from this scot-free.
It's true. He doesn't. I understand not wanting to jump into the water at this point because, you know, the second that they come over and take a look under the water and they see you swimming away, that's pretty much an easy kill there for WTSG. So Moleman playing this about as safe as he possibly can, as WTSG is going to go ahead and finish looting that back 6 for him. Even going to throw a couple of grenades out there, make him waste a little bit of utility. So Moleman, by doing nothing, is costing WTSG a little bit of loot here.
Yeah, he actually found, I mean, by chance, to be sure, a very nice window to retreat from this building, and WTSG think he's still inside and using so much utility. Elsewhere on the map around shooting range, we have Team Secret, who it looks like they sent more people Sovereignty this time around, and they may have a nice crate for themselves where they get a central position. Valiate is also showing up right next to them as well.
Yeah, Valiate taking that little double house just downhill from the compound that Secret was heading towards. So not in a clean line of sight of each other, but they are within listening distance of each other as this crate has now fallen. We can see what's inside. Oh, that's a nice little pickup for anybody who should happen upon it. Going all level 3 and picking up the Mark 14 as well. 17 is going to go ahead and take a lookie and see what he can pick.
Bit of a risky run, but this early in the game, and especially because they came from Sovereignty, they should know that there is no one around this area with an angle onto them. They do need to worry, though, because there's a lot of fighting in the compound just south of Sovereignty, it seems, but 17 grabbing up this area. Yeah, it's going to be Joshi and Subslayer going in for the cross compound that their teammate a couple of games ago did a lot of work through to deal damage to WTSG. But speaking of WTSG, walking over the rocks, are they going to discover Mole Man? He may be hearing the jumping, but Gaxi doesn't peek far enough in. He doesn't want to commit too heavily into this because they know that they're going to need to rotate. They are still inside the circle slightly, but they aren't comfortable just holding this edge area on the first circle. They want to get a more central position, and so they're going to be retreating, letting Mole Man go, and finding a nice vehicle path into a more central area. Allergen got knocked somehow. I'm going to assume that was a bike accident.
That's a sight we saw last game, but fortunately it looks like his squad mate will be able to get to him and get that res off in time. Meanwhile, Tainted Minds so strong in this early circle. It's such a good spot to hold.
Way down to rotating 17.
17 on 17.
The player 17 getting good position onto team 17. Unfortunately, but they do going to be able to keep that strong.
I got to be honest with you, Cam. I've been waiting for 8 games now to see some hot 17 on 17 action, and there you go. There it was. We saw it. Nothing really came of it, but now we see Divine now transitioning in. Ghost McCoy just a little bit south of them. They're all taking this path just to the north of Yasnaya, but it's below the Stalber Hill. Knight's already taking up residence at the shelter. Shots are going to come out at McCoy. Should be able to get away from this, though. Yeah,
rotating past MVP, who are still in Yasnaya. They're late leavers generally, and especially because they're so close to the circle, they feel even. Looks like McCoy's going to stop up the hill, spotting Divine trying to grab this compound just below. The tree cover doesn't give him a lot of vision, but he has a 3x and an M14. Wants to find some sort of angle. They want to go in the aggressive. They want to build off of their second place position from last game and continue to climb up those leaderboards.
That is Ghost's preferred location to transition to, and so it's unfortunate for them that Divine have made it to that location before McCoy was able to get there and kind of hold it down. You can see Ghost now making their way up Stalber, having to go for plan B wherever that may be. Going to keep that transition going along the north side. Maybe stopping a little bit farther north here and seeing that they can get a few cheeky shots down here on Divine, maybe a couple of kills.
They actually could go to the compound that M19 won from. Yeah, and especially if the circle does swing east, it becomes a very strong compound, so that could be a good secondary pickup for them. M19, in the meantime, hanging out in that bowl before, but Ghost is going to stop above, seeing if they can't get another angle on top of Divine, but again, nothing is showing itself. We got Genji rotating through, this time a lot faster than we saw.
Yeah.
They do need to watch out, though, because they may be rotating into Vega. Simson has stopped to scout ahead for his team, holding an angle down to tell his team exactly where it is safe to rotate or not.
Surprising seeing Genji not in the blue as of this first early transition. They're usually so late coming out of their locations, but trying to get there a little bit faster this time as the circle is incredibly far north. His shots are coming out towards Max Izor as he makes his way through, but they're not going to land on him. That bike is just too fast. He's going to go ahead and reconnect with Kemba 7, and they're going to keep on going, find their, I'm not sure where. Position game.
Yeah, WTSG, you saw on the kill feed, they actually took a casualty. They got that on their late rotation due to the stall that Moleman employed onto them are coming in a little out elsewhere. Here's a crate that comes down.
The loneliest crate in the world.
Yep, just around Sunken. I don't think anyone even knows that it's there. If the circle does swing south, they're going to, someone could come across it eventually and pick it up, but right now it's not going to get spotted. And if the circle stays above the river, it's not going to be picked up at all.
Yeah, well, you could their bets that this circle, the next circle, is going to go north of this river. No one wanting to have to transition across that river once the circle pops. So all placing their bets, setting up towards the center of the circle. There's a few teams that are still kind of slow making their way in. You can see Genji down there in the southeast, as well as XQuest holding on the top of Everest. Meanwhile, WTSG still leaving a couple in South Georgia with Moleman, who has still remained there.
Yeah, but Larson trying to find a spot in the center of a circle, try to hold it down for his team. Does get spotted out by Team 17 and has to retreat. into the compound for himself and hopefully allowing the him. Vega, though, they're going to continue their rotation. You can see they're still in the blue, actually back in the blue, because they rotated all the way around Stalber. They took a really long rotate because they wanted to avoid as many people as possible. Ooh. But this next circle on the map is going to swing southwest, away from them, away from East Severny. It's going to center up kind of between Secret and 17.
Still not too terrible for most of these squads. You can see a couple of teams off to the east. MVP was in great position should the circle have swung a little bit more towards the east. Instead, they're going to make their way across now and take a spot on the hillside. It looks like just to the north of Raz. As you can see, Gen G not be as lonely anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
Everybody smile.
Gaxi now leaving the blue, coming in from behind Miraku, but Ghost able to find not the M19 compound. To try and get some shots. Landed a couple on a Kippy, but Bahawaka does drop JJ Leo elsewhere on the map. To try and find another angle, but he's going to pull back now because they know that they're going to need to find their way into the circle somehow. But Levis and the rest of Divine trying to rotate through. Knights trying to grab a couple of shots onto them, but they're going to make their own way away. Still got to find a place to stop because they are really close to Secret. Knights, in fact, Jet, oh, he's able to make his way through, I think, as well.
Look at that mini-map, though. There's so many teams right there, and Optic now is aware of the presence of Knights. Valley is going to go down. Knights just downhill to the north of Optic. Hetro trying to get a little... Should push this. You can see Larson now going down to Method. There's so much action going on. WTSG now down 2 players. As the rest, Miracu and Gax are going to try to make their...
Though still crawling through, still needs to get picked up by a teammate. It was his first knock, and so his bleed out timer is quite long. He has the time to crawl around. But Tainted Minds also want to chime in into this game, taking another shelter close to shooting range, trying to take some shots onto Vega.
Definitely keeping an eye on Knights. This is when they are at their most frightening, is when they are on a wide open spot. They have a hill to work with. They are just kind of roving as a squad and taking shots at anything that happens to come near them. These are the kind of games where you see this team pick up a ton of kills.
Yeah. XQ, on the other hand, they are split. They got 2 on the tower, or 2 on the mountain, and then 2 north of the river, just east of North George. Ghost, though, they're having to find an interesting way to get into the circle. They couldn't go directly west because they'd go south of Severny, and we see just how many players are around here right now, and so they're swinging around south. But if they aren't careful, they may run directly into MVP.
Yeah, Tainted Minds still holding down this intersection. They have already sent a couple of guys a little bit farther to the west, more towards shooting range, to find a new location to call home. But for a 2-2 split, there's not really a whole lot around them that they can really get out of this. But you can see Hypoc still alive, has made it to this compound. He's going to be joined by the rest of his squad. His MVP hanging out just a little bit farther away. No shots coming in just yet. So this is a successful transition for Optic so far.
I don't think it's the rest of the team. I think it's just Bahawaka because they're going to be doing a split of their own, and if they're able to do it, it's a pretty strong split. Or they could just be picking up Hypoc. We're going to have to see exactly what happens. But Navi, they're on their own rotate through, and when they went back to North George, they have, once again, getting close to the circle, and this allows them to get a good position. 17, 47 Gamer and Showboat chiming in to take another player out from Divine. I think Divine are now just down to 2, or maybe 1.
Yeah, definitely a rough period for Divine here, as they are getting decimated. As you can see, we took a look at, I think that was Victory 5 holding down the compound. Ghost now claiming this sniper tower. This is a nice, strong position for them on the edge of the circle. They should be safe right now, but they're not going to see a whole lot of teams here. They really got to hope that the circle kind of favors them, maybe going a little bit farther towards the east. If it goes west, These transitions are going to be really tough. There's a ton of teams spread out all over the center of this map.
It's good that they got into the southern part, though, because if they wanted to fight through Tainted Mines, M19, Knights on the northern part, there's a lot less cover up there. Down here, depending on where the circle goes, it gives more opportunities for them to kind of bound in and use the heavier rolling hills cover to go in. And this circle, it's not on them, but it's probably the best that they could have hoped for. They're going to be driving in. They're going to have to worry about MVP as well as the 2 players of Optic right there. But if they just take this kind of slope below those 2 teams, they could probably find something for themselves. MVP, though, wanted to go for that building controlled by Optic, and so they're getting routed away. Baja Walker trying to run out, see if he can't find an angle, but MVP, they're going to try and go to a completely different spot, but they may get discovered by Ghost forward push.
Yeah, Optic needing to decide if they want to maintain this 2-2 that they've got going right now. The section of the map that they're in is about to be really popular because we know that in the 4th circle, that circle is going to go very far north here, go away from water. So this is going to be an area of the map that everybody's going to be trying to go towards right now to prepare for this next circle.
You see Hypoc there taking out a tire from Ghost. That vehicle is going to be pulled up just a little bit to stop any more oncoming damage. But still in a very strong spot, whether they stay split or not. Gelator does get a knock onto Uba. That's going to be on the western side. It's going to be a follow-up push from Gen G. Shade and Drain is trying to counter back.
This kill feed is lighting up right now. Tainted Mines actually getting involved with M19, but Gen G and Navi are going to go back and forth. Gen G Wicked going to get the down and the kill onto Drain. As Pokemalodor and Shade 1 the only and Uba now still alive for Navi, but they are fighting from a really tough position going uphill, and Navi Shade 1 is going to go down as well. Uba's still alive, going to try to get the shots out, try to protect his team, but Gen G is spread out. They have multiple angles of fire on this. Now Uba's going to get the down on Simpson. He's going to stay alive for now. Shade 1 probably going to go down. It's going to be up to Uba and Pokemalodor to see what they're going to do here. You can see Pokemalodor getting into the UAZ, trying to last a little bit longer as Uba is going to defend his exit. He's going to stay alive for as long as possible here, and now he's going to try to make his run. Gen G definitely coming out on top of that fight.
Absolutely, 100%. Keeping all 4 alive. It's going to be an easy revive onto Simpson and Navi. They got to be real worried because Poka on his retreat into the compound on the minimap, you can see a couple of lines being shot towards him, and that's from Miraku from WTSG. So Navi, with the 2 remaining members, split, and neither of them are terribly safe right now.
Look at the northwest of this map. There's about 3 teams that are all about to come on top of each other. That's Method, Vega, and you got 17 that's pulling away, but now that they hear the shots, they're going to turn around. So this could be a 4th-wave fight coming up here. Molman going to get the shots onto Max Izor. He's not going to go down just yet. The grenades are coming out. Max Izor keeps going to throw him out. He's going to get Kippy's going to take down Moleman. So that's now 1 down for Method. Vega still has all 4 up, but you can see 17 coming from the south. And they are pushing this extremely fast and extremely heavy.
That down onto Moleman is going to allow Maxazor to heal up and push forward, but do they expect 17 to come across? QMCC actually steals that kill away. Shox gets it down onto Maxazor as well. It's Kippy getting on the bike. 2 of his teammates are down. 1 of them fully flushed. The other one, they may just be leaving him. They don't want any part of this fight. They're trying to get a more central position. They are giving this away to not just Method, but especially Team 17.
And 17 pulls off to get in circle now. Kippy's going to get away. He's going to get a better place for position. Kemba might try to go for the res here. They were in smoke last time we saw him, but now we've got Ghost and TM finally popping it off. And look at the portable red zone coming out of Allergen right now. And McCoy, they're not landing anything just yet, though. McCoy going to come in for the flank. He's going to see Benchu. Yes, he is. That's going to be Benchu going down, but Juxi coming in with the flank of his own.
Spotted out
by Allergen. He will get Turtle, but Allergen's going to finish off the kill. So that is going to be 2 down for Tainted Mines. Ghost should be able to get this res here, but they are now getting third party from a long way away. Extreme 2G is going to get taken out by MVP. Will MVP push this, and will it cost Ghost?
I think Ghosts are in a good position to try and heal up, but right now Vega are not. Kippy gets taken down. There's only 1 left because they ran directly into Gen G.
Kippy tried to do that transition, tried to get away from the previous fight to get his team a little bit further into the circle and stay safe, but unfortunately that's not how it played out. His 2 teammates still alive, though. As we can see, Method now making their way in past the airplane wreck, but Team 17 still very, very close. You still also have the 2 remaining members of Vega that are right on top of things. As MVP just swarming around this hillside, seeing anything that they can get, if they can get any vision.
It's not a lot of vision that they have.
They still have a long way to go.
Yeah, what they do have is an open field to try and run across. Luckily for them, M19, the team in front of them, who are going to be gatekeeping them, have been taking a little bit of damage, so they're distracted by another fight. But here comes Ghost. They got to bomb their own way in. They're going to be quite close to XQ. AK trying to land some shots, and in fact, on the northeast is also Optic. In the meantime, Vega is eliminated by 47 Gamer. But Balak driving low, trying to find a crossfire with his teammates in this fight. Here comes MVP, though. They've been able to cross this field, getting close to M19's compound. Konstantin hasn't been able to get picked up just yet now in the open. I don't think it's going to happen. But Example just hanging out on the balcony.
Yeah, Example already dropping down on the balcony, going prone, trying to remain as silent as possible. They have kind of given up on this fight. Z-Max comes right onto Balak, and Balak's going to get the kill and the down and the kill. So a great positioning by Ghost, taking that lower flank down the hill. And Cobra, and I believe, that's AK is going to actually turn it around onto Balak. So Balak in a little bit of trouble here. His teammates are going to have to prevent AK from coming in here and finishing off this kill.
Don't know if they're going to get there in time, however. On the bottom right, you can see MVP swarming Example's compound. He's already out. But look at the nade coming in from AK trying to finish this off. Balak may have been able to crawl away. In fact, the grenade didn't even make it to his rock. And so he's going to be alive forward now. And actually, here comes Allergen. AK still on the push, still wants to finish this kill. If Allergen isn't aware, he could get taken out himself. But here goes McCoy on a wide flank on the north.
Ooh, another grenade has taken out Turtle. So now McCoy is trying to cover. There's shots coming from the south. There is a member of XQuest still getting pushed by the blue towards the south. All of these XQuest members are still outside of the circle. McCoy is going to have to turn it around and try to get the res onto Turtle and hope for the Allergen will save Balak, but it's not going to happen. AK is going to get the flank on him, but Balak actually, he did get the res, so Balak's still alive here.
Healing up in the smoke. And now that he's aware that AK is here, he's going to be at the wait. M19 does get eliminated by MVP. But AK still holding here below the ridge, below the deflate, spraying into the smoke, wants to find another knock onto Balak. But Balak is slowly swinging around the side, spots him out through the edge of the smoke, wants to get close before he gets the headshot, lands it, doesn't get the kill, but he's running for it and should be able to finish it off. Turtle gets taken out in the meantime, though, so it's still not done for Ghost.
Balak has to play this really carefully. If he goes down, there's nobody else that's going to be able to res him. McCoy should be able to get Turtle up right here. They got to push them away. Balak has to push them back. Otherwise, these frags are still going to come out. Cobra now the last remaining member up for XQuest, though. McCoy doing work, protecting his teammates. So Cobra's going to have to pull off of this. And he's going to have to get in circle.
Yeah, it's a lot of work ahead of him. The blue right at his back. No way to revive his teammate. It's left in a 1 versus 2 with Ghost if he wants to go for this engagement. But you did see Hypoc actually steal the kill away onto AK. So that means that Optic have a good line of sight onto at least part of this fight down at the south.
Ghost playing that very, very well, about as well as they could. It's unfortunate that they lost Allergen in the process, but they still have 3 up. They still have 3 guys remaining. Meanwhile, XQuest trying to get the res on their fallen teammate down to 2. As we look at the map, you can see Optic now having to transition into circle as well. Knights still doing that roaming death squad on the north side. They could run into Jet here, and that's going to be XQuest going down to Ghost. So Ghost going to pull away on the southern part of the circle, try to get in. Meanwhile, 17, look how close they are to Miracu. Miracu needs to stay alive here. They need these points.
This placement. Uba, though, he gets taken out, so that's Navi eliminated by 17. No, by Victory 5, who then take some casualties to 17, who have just been rolling around, taking fights whenever and wherever they can. They move past Miracu, but they may be walking directly into 8C.
Oh, Sneaky Jet does not want to be seen here, but unfortunately, Krema is going to spot him out. It is hard to sneak past a Krema when he's on the hunt for blood, and that is this entire Knights squad right now, as they have taken full ownership of the northern part of this circle. They have 17 just to their west and Secret just to their south. Secret holding this compound down as well as they can, taking shots across at Knights. They still don't see MVP, though. Not sure who is this.
For Method. QMCC's getting close. Don't know if you spotted them or not.
Oh my, you're literally standing on top. Okay, there you go. Thank you, QMCC. So QMCC is going to finish off Method. That's going to be it for Method going out in 9th place.
Ooh, but 2 downs for Optic. MVP are going the aggressive once again, pushing down, but Baja is there for the trade.
Yeah, Secret, I don't think they have a line of sight onto this, even from their high position here on the top of the compound. Bahawak and Hetror now the last two remaining members up. They are going to get the res onto Valiate, so now Zero Tan has gone down for MVP. Oh no, and that's going to be a nade taking out Baha. That's going to be a down and a kill. So MVP being very aggressive on this. They're not even bothering to try to res Zero Tan just yet. They want to make sure that they're not going to get pushed.
Miraku healing out in the blue before he crawls in behind 17. 8Z was already taken out ahead of him by that squad. He wants to be the lone snake to make it out, but he's strong team right ahead of him. Taking fights just up to the north, but also Optic Hetero trying to retreat from that with Valiate in his sidecar. Trying to get behind this rock inside the circle.
Smart.
Dropping a smoke just in case as well.
Smart play by
Balak!
Oh, Balak!
Woo!
Dirty with the AW and the kill, and that's going to be Optic going out in 8th place. Balak putting in absolute work with that sniper rifle. Miraku has made it in, but not for long, as Shandian is going to take him out. Meanwhile, the new circle has popped, and Secret still getting the love. Their compound is still in. Nobody having to push it just yet. MVP might be thinking about it, though.
They're definitely going to be thinking about it, but they're trying to get in the circle. Knights, though, they're thinking about trying to get these revives because 17 is rolling onto their position, and it's already 2 down. It's just Krema left.
Oh, no.
And Shandian is there to finish off the kills. Gets one into Voxic. Going to pull away, allowing the rest of his teammates to get those final angles, but Krema, just barely inside, but an angle is found onto him, takes a couple of shots. Oh!
I don't know if they saw Krema or if they saw they were just
they see him now. They see him now.
I think Drayden was eating the bullets. He might just die to blue here.
Gonna have to. No other option for him. Yeah, he gets the first aid.
He does get the first aid off. He's pinned by a 4-man squad of 17 here, though. He does have the M249. So if he sees anybody, if anybody comes close to him, God help him, because he's going to rip him to shreds. But right now 17 has turned their attention toward Victory 5, who's approaching from the south. LSN is going to go down already. Shandian, little lead now going down. It's a 17. And Victory 5 squaring off Shandian, the last remaining member up for Victory 5. You can see Ghost, Balak really close to Zero Tan here. MVP playing this so sneaky.
Kramer finally finished by 17, as well as Victory 5, so in a matter of seconds, finishing off 2 teams. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the revive on 47 Gamer because the blue is coming in, but it's slow enough that they may be able to commit if they wanted to. Who also is committing is going to be Ghost, back trying to swing below, but he walks directly into Zero Tan and gets the spray down onto him, so that's going to be the AWM taken out of this game. It is just McCoy left for Ghost.
Zero Tan just holding that angle, making sure that nobody could flank MVP from the south, and it pays off in absolute spades as he ends up picking up Balak. McCoy now just lying prone. They don't know where he is, I don't believe, but he is not in circle where he currently is. You see the nades coming out. They're reaching. They're thinking they might be able to find him.
Throwing a couple of smokes to allow him to get
look
inside
at
the
17
circle.
now coming from the back.
Yeah, but MVP, they want this. And with those smokes deployed, they're more familiar with where McCoy's position is. He's going to run away, you can see, but the spray down comes through. Don't hit any of the shots. And he also avoids a grenade by going down this defilade, hiding behind this hill. But he needs to worry, though, because as you pointed out, 17 have continued to rotate down towards the southwest.
And McCoy's going to run right into Team 17 right now.
Pulling out the AK, just barely inside the circle. He's letting 17 fight it out with MVP.
His only hope is that 17 tries to make their way into the circle now.
Looks like they're crawling even closer to them, however. They want this fight against MVP. They may not be looking for him, though. And actually looks like they're going towards the circle. They want to hold out MVP rather than run directly into them. And so if McCoy hears these fading footsteps, he may know a little bit that he has a little bit of a gap between him and the next team and could crawl it in. But other than McCoy, it is some healthy teams here. We got the 4-member Secret, 4-member MVP, 3-member Team 17. But the fight has finally come to Secret's doorstep.
Yeah, MVP has been playing this so quietly and so patiently. They know that Secret is in that compound, but they don't want to push it just yet.
Secret, they're not really sending a couple of shots out. There's also a way to get up to that compound safely by MVP if they go up to the building that 17 is hiding at. A little slow right now. Everyone's waiting to get some piece of information before they fully commit onto this fight. Taking it slow. No one's made their heads available for Secret to pop off just yet. But McCoy, the lone snake, blue at his back, still running forward. Spotting it out, but he gets spotted out by Zerotan. Rushing up. Actually, Zerotan misses the retreat. So he's able to make his way up the hill. He still thinks he's behind the tree. So McCoy is out of it, at least for now. Continue to rotate up, but he's going clockwise directly into 17. It's still so quiet on the northwestern front here. Secret's still waiting for someone to poke into that angle. Once MVP crest over that hill, they're going to need to charge down with smokes onto 17's building if they want to fight onto Secret. But that means that Team 17 on the west side are going to have some open shots onto them. So MVP are going to want to clear out 17 first. Everyone's proning down. Shots come through. Don't exactly know where Secret are shooting out towards. But everyone's made their way inside the circle. No one's spotted just yet. Doesn't seem that Team 17 are aware that McCoy is hiding in. Next circle swings up northeast, still on to Team Secret's building. Secret sending some shots out, still trying to keep everyone scared. They want everyone else to fight each other first. That does seem to be a likely chance, especially considering they can see Team 17 rotating down counterclockwise. They may be coming across McCoy. McCoy takes the first shot, wants to get the kill points first before he gets taken out, and he does do that. He makes Team 17 down to 2, a 1 versus 2, but he's spotted out. It's going to be Shox with the final shot onto him. Ghost is eliminated, number 4. It's just Shox and Show left. And with those gunshots, MVP, they're rushing down. They know that Ghosts are out. And they want to hold off Team 17 before they have to fight Team Secret. They want this hill for themselves. PNG trying to jump up, trying to grab some information that he can. Some nades go out, and actually it lands right onto PNG from Shox. MVP still taking it slow, though. They don't want to commit heavily onto this. They want to just play defensively. But there goes Zerotan, rushing forward, trying to get closer, trying to get inside the circle while he takes his fight against 17.
And they should be able to get this res off onto PNG, and there it is. So they are back up to a full 4-man squad, 6 kills to their name. Zerotan trying to get the angle, trying to play something here to get 17 Shox down.
Show about to crest over the hill. The head is spotted by Zerotan, and he gets the knock onto him as well. It's just Shox trying to creep around the side.
See Shu, though. Oh, Shox gets it down onto him.
Prone's down to avoid the incoming shots from MVP, but he stands up. And so it's going to be Alpaca. Yep.
That's going to be it for Team 17. So MVP should be able to get this res off, and it's going to be a full 4v4 between MVP and Team Secret for the win.
It's all about where the next circle goes, and it's actually going to be dead center because this is our final circle. And this, I don't know who is more favored in this.
I think MVP is going to spread out as much as they can around the edge of the circle, try to get multiple angles of fire onto Secret. Secret kind of in a bad position to where they all have to push out of this compound unless they can get a knock.
Yes, but look at MVP. The only cover that they have is right next to the edge, and so Secret are actually closer. 17 in that building as well as Fiend. They're the 2 closest towards the center. And
they don't have to move. Yeah,
they don't have to move as quickly as the rest of their teammates. So while Smitty and Check push forward, 17 and Fiend can hold the cover down. MVP are going to want to use a lot of smokes. You're going to see a couple go down. Actually, a lot, it seems. This is a barrage of smokes coming through to block any and all vision while they want to rush center.
Welcome to the utility meta. As we can see, PNG has a far angle here. Secret trying to take the shot. They take out Zerotan already. Alpaca on the top of this hillside here. Secret has not yet left their compound. They're going to get siege as well. Secret hasn't had to move yet. This is so fortunate for Secret.
Trying to get the shot, and PNG doesn't land it. This gives PNG the opportunity to continue to run forward, to get behind that tree. Fiend trying to sneak around the side, trying to find an opposing angle, but the butt isn't available. Ooh, a couple of shots land. PNG dropped very low, has to med up. But the blue is starting to push in. MVP have gotten closer towards the center, though they've lost a couple of players. It's all in Secret right now, but 17 peeking around the side does drop Siege. Did he spot Alpaca? Running around the smoke. Alpaca's trying to get past that building. 17 runs out of ammo, but Smitty is there. And then Fiend with the final shot into PNG. I mean, Team Secret win with 5 kills.
Well played by Team Secret. Now they did, let's be real, they got a lot of circle luck, but they played it so well, especially there at the end. Going in the 4v4 versus MVP. there was not really a whole lot that MVP could do about it. I'm interested to see how many kills that Secret ended up with. Only 5. So that was they have 1 kill other than the squad wipe that they got on MVP there at the end. So, you know, Secret definitely playing the advantage that they were given to the best of their ability. But once again, we're seeing MVP here fighting for one of these top positions.
This is going to be good for Secret to get out of that last place spot to start this climb up along what we were talking about with Ghost. But MVP still second place with only 7 kills. It's still low for being that far up, but it's only going to further their lead even more. But Team 17, you want to talk about kills? How many is this?
Kills.
Let's do some quick math here. This is
I think